Mark Edmondson back with you live. Again, gonna have to see some glitch with the equipment. Don't know what it's doing, but should be back on the air. I hope. 30 seconds to go, 25-23. Lomita with the basketball. Had a couple of chances on the other end, then misses. And it is going to be Lomita basketball as Mullen turned it back over, but it's 25-23 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. So should be back up on the air. Torres into the front court for the Hornets. Left wing, 20 seconds to go. 2-point Lomita lead. It's been a tough one. Back and forth here since that second quarter. Into the corner, Carbajal, quick three. Off the rim, no good. Yuli Prado fights for the rebound. Carr comes up with it. Carr on the floor. Throws it up from the ground with 3.2 seconds, and I think he was trying to get a shot, thought he had less time, but can't get it to go. 3.2 seconds, got to protect them. And then a turnover against Mullen with 3.2 seconds. So it gives Lomita a chance. Carbajal to inbound. On the inbound, trying to get it to Torres. 1 second at the buzzer. Rolls off, no good. As he fell down, it rolled off the rim, no good. We'll try to see if we're back on the air again. Go ahead and run this spot here. Going to the fourth quarter, 25-23 Lomita on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Mark Edmondson back with you live. We're up again. This is, again, not the internet, so apologize for that. Hopefully it'll get us through this fourth quarter because this is coming down to crucial moments. It'll be Mullen basketball. They trail by 2 going into the fourth quarter. Mullen inbounds. Morales, as Langford has it. Into the corner, Morales. Back to Langford in the lane. In trouble. Kicks it out top to Marino. Ball stripped by Carbajal, but it will go out of bounds. All right, so we sound like we're live. 25-23, 7:42 to go in the ball game. Mullen has the basketball. They trail by 2. Marino to Morales in the lane, Langford. Steal, Carr. Got to take care of the basketball coming up from behind him. Carr gets the pass ahead to Torres, but he can't save it. Another just not taking care of the basketball. Turnover against the Hornets going the other way. Both teams making mistakes. Cross-court pass in the lane. Finally a travel call after 4 steps, but it is a turnover. Oh, no, I think they end up calling it a jump ball, but it is go to Lomita. Every possession is going to be crucial. Again, we're up and running again. Hopefully that the software won't crash. I will, again, have to try to find out what that glitch is. Reinstall everything, but right now try to get through these last 7 minutes because this is going to be a big finish. Ball knocked away on the inside, but saved by Carbajal. He goes up and a lot of contact again and no call, but it will stay with Lomita. My goodness, there's just kind of a lot of unevenness. 7 minutes to go in the game. Lomita has a 2-point lead, 25-23. Carbajal to inbound. Jose into the corner. But it's tipped and knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Lomita. Again, this is both teams have made some mistakes, but this is the game that Mullen wanted to play. And the Hornets are going to have to fight through and get this win. They're at 3-1. Mullen at 2-1. Into Carr in the lane. Cross court pass. Jaden Garcia open for the three. Halfway down, didn't go. Rebound fought for Torres. Back to Garcia again. Another three. It's short. Cruz. Put back is good. Jeremiah Cruz, who checked back in the game. Ball came down to him. Went up off the glass. Big shot there for Jeremiah Cruz. And then a turnover the other way. Let's see. Or is it a foul? No, it is a turnover. Turnover against Mullen. So Lomita has a chance to extend this 4-point lead. But Jeremiah Cruz just up from the JV in the last game. Big shot there. He has it left wing. Cruz, double team comes. Needs a little help. In the lane. Good find to Carbajal. Rolls around and in. Cruz to Jose Carbajal. We got a Mullen timeout. Big back-to-back plays. Cruz being a part of them. Jose, his first basket, and he got a good shot in the lane, and it rolled around the rim maybe 3 times and went in. 29-23. This is probably the biggest lead since that first quarter for the Hornets. 6:20 to go, a long way to go. Mullen has frustrated the Hornets all night, and they've stayed in this game. You know, this is a team that wants to score 50, 60 points to the Hornets, and it's been kept down, and give Mullen credit for that. But now the Hornets, they have playoff aspirations, and again, to go deep in the playoffs, you want to be up at the top of that. Zephyr, right now, the clear favorite in the district. They haven't lost a game, but Lomita at 3-1, Cherokee at 2-1, Mullen at 2-1. And it's your home. You'll get Mullen again on the road, but this is a crucial game. And it's been back and forth. It was a two-point lead at half, and then a 2-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Right now it's 29-23. Again, if it were to go out when the software quit these times, I had to restart or sign back out. So if it does, I will do it again, because once it does that, it's not working. But I'm hoping it can get us through these final minutes. But if that's what happens, then come back on. But I will start it up again and keep at it till we can finish. 6:20 to go in the ball game. Mullen has the basketball on the far end of the court. They trail by 6. Marino on the inbound gets it into Morales to Langford, and he will dribble it into the front court for the Bulldogs. 29-23 Lomita, trying to get it in low. Langford pass in the lane to Guzman. Langford then lost his footing, but then gets it to Marino, who missed a point-blank shot. Big miss there. Thought again traveling by Langford, but he found Marino, but couldn't get the shot to go. Good job to clear the rebound. 5:51 to go. Left side of the floor. Cruz has it. Jeremiah in the lane again to Carbajal. Goes up off the glass and good. Carbajal got around Langford. Jose with 4 points all here in the quarter makes it 31-23. Into the front court, Guzman. Guzman knocked off his leg. Should be Lomita basketball. Good hands by David Carr. Good defense there. Defense being picked up. Oh, and we got a technical on the Mullen coach. So it'll be free throws the other way. I'm not sure. My thing might have been arguing about whether the ball went off of the player's leg, but it will be free throws on the other end. Crucial moment here. Torres, who has 5 points, will shoot the free throw fouls. Shoot the free throws for the technical foul. So it's 31-23, biggest lead since that first quarter. And Torres could make it a 10-point game. Jeremiah at the line, free throws up. It's good. He'll have one more. Jeremiah kind of stretches his back. 32-23. Free throw up. Good. Big free throw. He's 4 of 4 from the line tonight. 7 points for the senior. 33-23. 10-point lead. I think that is the biggest lead of the night for the Hornets. But a long way to go. 5:31 to go in the game. They do get the ball. The other thing with the technical, get the free throws and the basketball. Let's have a good possession. Torres, Cruz, inside to Carr. Carr makes a move and, again, takes some contact, but shot no good. Rebound comes down to Marino. Going the other way. Mullen has the basketball. Langford on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Guzman. Guzman, short runner is no good. Rebound, Marino. His putback is no good, but he's fouled. So Marino, he's their leading scorer with 11. He'll go to the line for 2. That foul was on Jaden Garcia, his first. Both just a one-team foul here in this fourth quarter. Of course, important free throws here for Mullen. Marino. Free throw is up. It's short. He'll have one more. Going to be important also. You got to block out here if he doesn't get there. Doesn't get the free throw, get the rebound. 5:03 to go. A lot of time left in the game. I want that clock to run now. Short, just barely touched the rim, but Garcia gets the rebound to Torres. Let's have a good possession. Jeremiah into the front court. Pass down low. And then he's fouled. Got it to Carbajal, and Carbajal was taken down. It wasn't intentionally hard, but it went down pretty hard as he got near the basket, and a hard foul will force him to shoot 2 free throws. Carbajal, big fourth quarter, a big 4 points on the night, all coming here in this fourth quarter. Jose, free throw is up. It's good. Free throw line, I don't want to jinx it. It's been good for the Hornets here in the second half. Let's keep it that way. 34-23. Can make it a 12-point lead. Free throw is up. A little strong. Rebound. Carr fights for it on the floor. Garcia. He goes up, and I guess they say it's blocked, but it'll go out of bounds off of Mullen. Lomita will have the basketball. Get another possession. Again, now you got a little lead. I don't want you not to be aggressive, but be smart. Don't have to be in a hurry. Torres has it in the corner. Jeremiah backs it up left wing. Up top to Carr. David back to Jeremiah. Torres to Cruz in the lane. Lost it back to Torres. 3 on the way. It's good! Jeremiah Torres, 2 threes. Again at halftime, talking about the need for some threes with Coach Hesbrook. There's been a couple. He's hit about 3 a game for the last couple of ball games. He has 2 now, 37-23. Baseline move. And it's up and rolls off, no good for Marino. Wanted contact, no call. Again, that's been pretty consistent tonight. Into the front court, David Carr, baseline, and he is hit. Shot goes in, but I think that was after. I don't think that could have got that continuation. It was almost on the floor. I wish it would, but I don't think it was. So 2 free throws coming up for Carr. 4:08 to go. We're almost halfway through this fourth quarter. David with 3 points. Still 3. Free throw a little strong. 37-23. Mullen kept hanging around. Right now the Hornets have finally been able to get a little distance. Need to be smart and finish this strong. Again, could go to 4-1 in district. Free throw is up. It's good. He hits 1 of 2. He has 4 points. 38-23. 15-point lead for the Hornets. Mullen has the basketball. Just play good, solid defense. Make them work for it. And don't foul out on the floor. And did Cruz with the foul with the reach. Second team foul. Want to play aggressive defense. And Jeremiah can kind of see he knows they're a little can't, you reach across the body, they're going to get that call. 4 minutes. Clock runs here in the ball game. 38-23 from Lomita. Langford thought about the 3, not there to Marino. He does shoot the 3, and it's in and out, no good. Garcia with the rebound. Looking for help. Jaden up ahead to Carr. Let's get into the front court. No hurry. Get some help. There's to Carbajal. Good. Sets it back up. Torres, top of the key. Looks to drive to the basket and can't get it to go. Offensive rebound fought for. Comes down to Cook. Good move by Torres, but he was a little too far underneath the basket. 3:27 to go. Clock run. 38-23. Lomita with the lead. Marino on the baseline for Mullen. He gets it to Cook. Cook. Marino to Morales. Morales to Langford. He's going to shoot the three. It's short. Rebound. Torres comes down with it for the Hornets. Again, not. And that should be a foul. That'll be the fourth team foul. Morales with the reach. He reached across. 3:08 to go. Oh, that was, and this is what the Hornets are able to do when they start put some things together. And I think also they're able to tire some teams. And Mullen kind of see the hands on the hips. And Hernandez is now checked in the game. It's Torres, Hernandez, Carr, David Carr, Yuli Prado, and Jaden Garcia. A couple of subs coming in for Mullen, but they haven't been using as many subs as the Hornets have been able to, and I think that's showing some, which is, you know, what you want to do, continue to wear down. And right now they pushed it out to a 38-23 lead, 3:06 to go in the ball game. Lomita has the ball. Hernandez left wing to Carr. Trying to get it in the lane to Garcia. He does. It was tipped, but he saves it back to David. Hernandez with the basketball. No need to hurry. Torres in the lane and a wild shot, but he gets his own rebound, but then I believe he stepped on the line. Torres, it was a great move inside, but once he got inside, he just didn't really have anywhere to go, and the shot was short. Got his own rebound for a moment, but couldn't hold on to it. Mullen basketball. But again, running some clock's not the worst thing. Morales into the front court. Pass inside to Marino. That short jumper is good. Marino in double figures. 38-25, 13-point lead. Still too much time, 2:33 to go. Be smart with it. Torres, right wing, to protect the basketball. In the lane, Yuli, no good. Jaden Garcia gets the rebound, and he's fouled. So it'll be 2 shots for Garcia. Jaden will go to the line for 2. It is a more comfortable lead, but 2:23 is a long time in basketball. 38-25. Garcia. Free throw is good. Jaden with his 3rd point. He'll have one more. 2:23 on the clock. Stopped with the free throws here. Second free throw is up. And good. Good free throw shooting here in the 4th quarter. 40-25, 4 points for Garcia. 15-point lead. Clock runs 2:20. Mullen has the basketball. Langford into the front court. Still on the dribble. Hands it off to Marino. Marino to Robles. Robles back to Marino. Lost his dribble. Gets it to Morales in the lane, thrown away. Torres with the steal. Jeremiah going the other way. Torres, jump stop, off the glass, no good. Garcia put back, no good. Chris Hernandez, pull it out here. And then he shoots a quick 3, and it's no good. Garcia puts it back, though. They did get a rebound. But again, we get in a hurry there. Garcia was able to finish. We get 4 shots at the basket when we want to run clock. Marino the other way. And a short jumper is no good. Rebound to Hernandez. 42-25. Hernandez drives all the way in the lane and then just kind of throws it up with the lead with 1:23 to go. That's not smart basketball. Mullen has the ball. It's a minute 18 to go. 42-25. And then that should have been a travel again. No call. Langford has it. A minute 10 to go. 42-25. Not going to be easy, but the Hornets are going to be able to come away with the win. Shot in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound to Morales. To Marino. Prado almost steals it. Langford saves it. Back to Marino. Short jumper. It's no good. Yuli gets the rebound for the Hornets. Now, 50 seconds to go. No reason to do anything. Coach Martin actually wants a timeout to say I got a real good feeling to say we're gonna pass this out. We're gonna keep passing and run these 50 seconds off. Again, I don't mean to be super critical. You're aggressive and you're doing those things, but you have a 13-point lead. At that point, you drive in, pull it out, run 30 seconds off the clock, and I mean you're closing out the game. And those are the things that, again, this Hornet team got some growth going through it. They're going to end up being 4-1. It's 42-25. but they got, a learning curve there. Mullen did a lot of things. This is a game that looked like they were going to pull away. It was 11-5 at the end of one, but Mullen just kind of kept in there. The Hornets made some mistakes that hurt them and let Mullen kind of stay around. It was a pace they liked till that fourth quarter, and right now, and they did, and this is what this team can do. And as I said it, sometimes they just look almost unbeatable, and then they just lose sight of that. So it's a continuing thing, but they've got some real talent on this team, and now they're going to be 4-1 here in about 44 seconds. But Hamilton has checked in, Yulee, and they are playing the whole four corners, spreading it out. And then it's knocked away. Manny Prado also in the game. Jeremiah Cruz. They're trying to trap. But then Cruz shoots the jumper. It's short, no good. With 27 seconds to go. 42-25. Got some subs for Mullen as well. In the lane. Steal by Carr. And he will pull it out with 14 seconds to go. 14 seconds, now down to 8, 42-25. Wasn't easy, but the Hornets going to get a good victory here. Manny Prado, 2 seconds, and there is the final horn, and it's 42-25. So it's going to be a really great win for this team because they had to fight through some stuff. But give Mullen credit, they played the kind of game they wanted. They used that size advantage that, again, hurts the Hornets. The Hornets never could get in that flow of defense that they like to, and really until that fourth quarter. Let's see what they outscored them here in the fourth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-2. So super strong fourth quarter and some good free throw shooting as well. So this is a big victory for the boys as they go to 4-1. Again, all alone in second right now. They haven't played Cherokee yet. That'll be next Friday. And Mullen falls to 2-2. But, again, not easy, but a good, strong victory. Let me take this break. I hope we'll get to talk to Coach Moss Martin as well. But let me take this, and I'll get you some scoring totals here after this. Final, the Lomita Hornets 42, the Mullen Bulldogs 25 on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Mark Edmondson with you live here. So the one game tonight, the Hornets moved to 4-1 in district with a 42-25 win over Mullen. So great to see that, and had to fight through some adversity. Again, this was 25-23 going into the fourth quarter, and they outscored them again. I believe that was, 15-2. So strong defense there, turned it up. Again, when you're this team, as we get now almost through the first half of district, have played everybody with Cherokee next Friday. That'll be a tough game, but they have that chance to compete. Zephyr right now seems to kind of stand apart. They're 4-0 in the district. Coach Martin coming over here, we'll talk to him. But some good things and great to be at 4-1. Get Coach Martin. Here's the headset. I'm going to turn up yours.
Just in case this lasts a lot longer than normal.
Well, I can always just accidentally trip. pull the power off.
Yeah.
First of all, I said it a couple times. I don't want to sound super critical, and because 4-1 came away with a big victory, needed it. This is a win. You really look at it and you say, I got to have this at home and for district play. But I did say a couple things that Mullen slowed it down. Give them credit. They kind of got it into their pace and forced y'all into doing some things y'all didn't like, and it took some time. Then the big fourth quarter, I think y'all outscored them 15-2. 17-2. Thank you.
Got to get those extra 2
Yeah,
points.
no, I don't want to lose that. And so I don't want to be critical, but I do. I think this team at times hurry. But what's nice about that, y'all are sitting at 4-1, right at the heart, alone in second in the district, and still have growth to go. This team still is not at all, to me, met its potential. So that's got to be feel good with the victory, but also know that as well.
Oh, you could definitely call it an ugly win, to put it bluntly. Those first 3 quarters were
A little close.
oh, my fault.
No, that's right.
Those first 3 quarters were definitely something to watch. If we had started out with the 17-2 in the first quarter instead of the fourth, it would have been a completely different game.
Sure.
But I mean, I told the guys better late than never, as long as it ends in a win. But yeah, we definitely had a lot of stuff that we need to iron out before we go to and play Cherokee next week at home, especially the slowing it down on their end, because Cherokee's going to do the exact same thing and do it even better than Mullen is. So if we can make sure that we're ironing out what we're doing in the half courts and make sure we're not going to get flustered in the full, then it should be quite the game to watch.
And so one of the things, and we've talked about it all season, is y'all always at a size disadvantage in almost every game. You don't have a lot of that inside, and they were doing that tonight. They had a couple of, and
Right.
especially Marino. I mean, he had that size advantage, and they used that, and you understand it. But my thought, and just your thoughts on this, how much can you do? I mean, you can't get taller. So, how do you address that? Is that with double teams, or, what kind of things can you do? Because that's just going to be something y'all deal with.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of strategies that you can deploy. You can make sure that he doesn't touch the ball in the first place by fronting the post. You can do taking them away on the baseline side and sending a smaller guy to come in, taking the top side away, so that it's a double team without having the ball, and it's compacting the floor a bit more. The only issue is whenever they have good shooters on the outsides, and thankfully today Mullen wasn't shooting too great, but they did have 4 guys that were bigger than all of our guys. So you double team one, and then the next guy is even bigger on the other side, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we might as well just go one-on-one and then be as physical as we possibly can. And those refs definitely let us be as physical as we possibly could.
I mentioned once or twice they were letting them play. Let's put it that way. I started thinking about, you got a bye coming up, so Tuesday's a night off. Next Friday will be Cherokee. Is it a good time for that, y'all? It goes through so fast, and you have the holidays, but y'all been practicing now since November. That's a lot of time on the court, and legs get tired. Is this a good? But y'all are 4-1. Is this a good time for that bye for y'all, or how do you kind of see that at getting ready for what will then be the second half of district?
Oh, it's definitely a good time. I like having the last game as their bye, or like having one game as a bye before, and especially if it's Cherokee. I mean, if it was like Pretty or Richland, and it was like somebody that was not much of an issue for us, then yeah, it'd be kind of just like, oh, we're getting super prepared for a team that we'd be able to beat with a day's worth of practice. But with Cherokee and it being a district rival, and we're tied with them for second in the district, and looking to make sure that whoever wins this game next Friday is going to be second overall, is definitely, it's a good thing to get those extra 2 days worth of practice in. And as sharp as Cherokee is, you definitely want that extra time to make sure that you are getting refined and ready to go and doing all the little things that matter instead of just the big things.
Well, and I got to ask you this, because, that will be a very important game. This Cherokee team lost to Zephyr, but a pretty close ball game. But that's their only loss so far. And y'all had seen them a little bit in the tournament. And this is going to be a tough test at home. And it's obviously not a must-win. You're at 4-1, those kinds of things. But for confidence and saying, we want to take this next level, this is a real chance for this team to make a statement. And your thoughts on that. That's just kind of the way I see it. I mean, like I said, it's not going to totally not knocking you out of playoffs or anything, but this is a chance on your home court to really say, we're here to play.
Exactly. No, I think the math works out to where if we beat Cherokee and then beat Brooksmith and Brooksmith, we've already locked ourselves into the playoffs. So if we get this next win and then the one more, then we can start preparing for the next round already, and that'll be a big thing for us, making sure that we're mentally set, being like, all right, it's no longer about making the playoffs, it's about winning games in the playoffs, and it's not, we want to get a gold ball, not just say, oh yeah, we get a t-shirt because we made the playoffs.
And last question, and I'll let you go, and we can, I'll get ready for the cold weather coming in or whatever it may be. But we talked from the beginning, y'all had barely missed the playoffs, and last year, and it was without like points down to
Right.
points. And so that's the other part of this. I know you're kind of having to. We're 4-1. That's confident. We look at all those things, but you don't want the little things to come in and get in your way. That
Right.
things that you don't see. And I know that's important. Just your thoughts on that, on how making sure this team knows. You know what? Every play matters.
Right. No, it's definitely been tough because the better that you do, the more lackadaisical you get. You start losing. Like, you got to find that middle ground of winning and losing for them to start locking in. Because if you're winning a bunch, then you're like, oh yeah, we're already this good. We don't need to lock in that hard. Or we're losing every game, so it doesn't matter. So we don't need to lock in. Like, you got to find that. Like, we need to win enough that we're motivated to keep winning, but we need to lose every now and then so that we don't start having an ego and thinking that we don't need to practice. So thankfully Zephyr's in this district and they've already beat us, so we have plenty of reason to be like, all right, maybe we beat Cherokee. Now we have Zephyr that we have a goal to beat, and then if we beat Zephyr, then lo and behold, we could be sitting at first place in district, and then we have a cupcake for the first round, and it's an easy round. Like, we can keep going farther. So it's definitely like looking at the bigger picture, I think, is going to be the biggest thing for us, making sure that we don't just look at it and be like, who cares? We made the playoffs. We're second, third seed. We're getting like somebody that's not that good, so we'll just prepare for them and not really care about the rest of the season. But we definitely want to be.
That's why
pushing
they have
for
to
those
pay you
wins.
coaches such big money, because y'all got to think
Yeah,
about so
that-
many things.
all those big dollars that I'm definitely getting.
Well, I have to say, this team, you can see like the free throws, a lot of the little things. I see, you see some of the mistakes, but there's a lot of growth going too. It's a fun team to watch. When they're playing well, it really is. It's fun to call, fun to watch, and so congratulations on
Thank
a
you.
big win and being at 4-1. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Do appreciate Coach Martin joining me. Going to wrap it up here pretty quick. I got that. Always good insight. And, and again, I want to make sure that I say I did it. I'm not lying about it. Really fun to call when you can have that upbeat. But this is the kind of game that Mullen slowed it down and it changed it up. What I was so glad to see was they didn't let that confidence level go away. You get, into that going into the fourth quarter, just 2 points. Mullen hanging around. You're like, well, we've done what we can. They've got that size advantage. They're going to just keep grinding this out. But then you outscore them, as Coach said, 17-2. You put the defense on, and you started getting some shots the other way. And again, let's see what they were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8, or 9, 6 of 8 on free throws in the fourth quarter. That's a big deal, because those are points that you need late in the game. I'll give you the scoring totals here. If I did earlier, I'll do it again. But it was 3, 6, 7, 8 players scored. That's also good to see for the Hornets. Leading the way, had 2 with 10, Jeremiah Torres. So Chris Hernandez led the way with 10 in the first half. Jeremiah with 10 all in the second half, and 2 threes, and that was a big key, getting a couple of threes. Only 3 threes on the night, all by Torres. And he ended up with he had 2 threes. I'm sorry, Yulee had 1. So, but 2 threes by Jeremiah in that second half, and he ended up with 10 points as well. 6 points for Jaden Garcia, 2 for Manny Prado, 5 Jose Carbajal. Big fourth quarter for Carbajal, 5 points there that were crucial. Jeremiah Cruz with a basket. He had 2, 3 for Yulee Prado, David Carr with 4. So, again, in the end, a good victory, one that was important to win as they moved to 4-1 in the district. So our final score, wrap it up from here. We'll be back on the air next Friday, 6 and 7:30, the girls and the boys from Lomita versus Cherokee. So tonight's final score, Lomita 42, the Mullen Bulldogs 25 on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you and good night.
You have been listening to Lomita High School Sports on the LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us and good night.